Yes? I suppose. What is it? What is new? One of my research interests lies in uncovering the history of catfolk in Tamriel and other lands across the world. We have quite a diverse history, but the texts are scattered, so compiling it has been a challenge. Would you care to hear what I found? Alright, let me think. I read once of a mysterious hulking species of humanoid cat that walked on two legs but ran on all four and had horns growing from its head. 4 of them, in fact. Quite odd. Some sort of werecat, perhaps, but the texts do not explicitly state anything about their origin. Barring that they come from flame, whatever that means. The texts also mention that they were capable of speech and reason, but that they were a warfaring race, adept with both weapons and magic. So I'm not quite sure what to believe. Regardless, I think simply calling them werecats undersells their mental faculties somewhat.
Speak to me. I'm afraid not. You want to ask me something? Ask away. My mother called me Sky and my brother Sun because of our colorings. I look like a blue sky with clouds. My brother was golden and a bit round. I'm not the best judge of character. I will let you decide who deserves to die. My favorite smell is green. I like to have a full quiver. You can never have too many arrows. I'm very stealthy, if need be. I hate racism. This land is full of it. We all laugh and bleed and love, don't we? I like eating trout and walks in the dark.
Have you noticed?
One-handed weapons suit me very much. They leave a hand free to perform rude gestures. I'm pretty handy in a fight, even if I do say so myself. I hate pickpockets. Those who pick my pocket anyway. I like Skyrim very much, to oblivion with those who don't. My foster mother was Khajiit, but my foster father was Argonian. Some found their union hard to understand. They were just mother and father to me. It has been said I have the voice of a lark that is on fire and is being eaten by a mud crab. My senses rule me. If something smells good, I cannot resist. I do not like chickens or rabbits. Why? I'd rather not talk about it. My least favorite place in Skyrim is anywhere the dead still walk. And Windhelm. I hate those giant black chittering insects you get here. They make my eyes hurt and my fur stand on end. I don't get cold very easily. I like the simple things in life. Sitting in a warm bar, the company of a beautiful woman, bashing a giant spider in the face. Hello, my name is Inigo, and I am a recovering skooma addict. I like snapping lockpicks very much. Opening locks is another matter, though. For now, I will watch you and try to learn. One day, I hope to learn how to fight underwater. I just can't seem to do it. My fur bristles when a thunderstorm is on the way. I like talking about myself. I am very interesting. My parents used to read to me in bed. I used to pretend I was ill so I could hear more tales of adventure. I still love a good story. Taking the scenic route is my style. I'm all for risk and adventure, but why throw yourself off a cliff for no reason? My favorite place in Skyrim is Riften, without a doubt. It smells perfect.
Bloody hell, it's warm.
The first time I went to the Bee and Barb, that Maven woman pinched my bottom. I am not just a piece of meat. I am done with skooma. It has caused many regretful choices. I've never ran from combat. It will no doubt be the death of me. I'm not scared of ghosts, but the Walking Dead chill my blood. Unlike most Khajiit, I have never spoken about myself in the third person. I guess it is how I was raised. I love archery. I once shot a man's hat off at 60 paces. If he hadn't ducked, I would have got his head. A witch once turned me into a dragonfly. I got better.
I wasn't corrupt.
I love killing spiders. They are so satisfying to squash. It sounds strange when I say it out loud. I have traveled to many places. As a result, my accent is eclectic. You can trust me to carry your gear. I am very strong and discreet. By fighting at your side, I believe I now walk a better path. My time as a bandit taught me very little. It was a means to an end. Sick people attract their own kind. My heart swells at the sight of natural beauty. My favorite color is blue. Some people say they don't like me because the color of my fur. I don't like ignorant racist bigots, so I guess we're even. When I am alone traveling the land, I often talk and sing to myself. I am good company. If we ever find ourselves in the Bard's College, remind me to share some songs with you. Remember to take a seat though. I like a focused audience. There is nothing for me in my homeland now. This is where my heart says I should be. My thumbs are not quite the same length. Never feed a slaughterfish your lunch. They will not be satisfied. I can talk without moving my lips. I like looking good. Sometimes that means being naked. You have to work best with what you have. My fleas keep me company when I'm alone. They are quite funny when you get to know them. Apparently, I taste good. If you turn around and I am not there, do not worry. I will catch up eventually. Sometimes a man needs a little privacy. Some folks seem to have a magical, never-ending supply of arrows. I have no such enchantments working on me, unfortunately. I hate the way chickens look at me, like they know what I've done. My favorite weapon is the bow. Machines are interesting, but I do not trust them. I have many thoughts, all of my own. Many are fleeting, though. Better catch them while you can. I have no knack for magic, I'm afraid. My honor is very important to me. Rabbits are not all they seem. Believe me, I found out the hard way. One day when I have fully repaid my debts, I hope to build my own home, somewhere in the rift. Ugly is a state of mind. I hate ugly minds. Sand and sun is not for me. Sometimes I wonder if I'm really Khajiit at all. After exploring many ruins here, I have become good at avoiding most traps. Poison, spikes, and fire do not agree with me. I'm picky about what I read, but I do enjoy a good book. If you want to get to know me better, we can always sit in an inn and have a chat. I like your voice almost as much as mine.
Politics.
Maybe one day I will leave my cell for good, but not yet. I still have much blood to repay. Some people say I talk too much. Maybe it is true, but when we are up to something sneaky, I will always shut my mouth. I like a little bit of lollygagging. I can hack a foe's head from their shoulders with one blow. It is not boasting, it is just a fact. I'm not a heavy drinker. Violence is my only remaining vice. How many soul gems can you fit in your mouth? My record is 3. My first and only attempt with magic did not end well. I am still deaf in one ear and a little blurry in one eye. I am taller though. When no one is watching, I sometimes chase my tail. Silly tail. There is much about me I do not know. Fire away. My brother and I never knew our real parents. We were found abandoned in a smelly shack by a soldier on his way to battle. We melted his heart with our fuzzy little faces, and he carried us to the nearest town. He deposited us at an orphanage, and that is where we spent most of our childhood. My brother and I were adopted by a couple of retired assassins. I guess the orphanage did not do a family background check. Mine was perhaps a little more unconventional than most, but I suppose all childhoods are interesting to some degree. My parents provided me with love and encouragement. Apart from the nightly training sessions, we were a normal family. I was bullied by the other Khajiit children because of my unusual color and markings. My mother showed me a handy trick with a rock and a glove. I was never bothered again. Yes, bullies should not be tolerated. They soon learned that being different is not a weakness. My father showed my brother and I how to use a sword. My mother taught us the bow. Happy childhood memories. I grew up in Riverhold, not far from Cyrodiil. My brother and I headed for the Imperial City to find our fortune when we came of age. I found love, for a time at least. My brother found death. Well, now that I think about it, maybe it was not love. It was brief and, as it turned out, one-sided. Anyway, all that happened later. I will come to that soon. There is a little more to hear first. My mother and father are both gone. They died protecting a trading caravan a few years back. I guess I am an orphan again. I suppose they were a bit of an odd couple, being an Argonian and a Khajiit, but they adored each other, and us. Despite their previous profession, they were good people. That means a great deal. Thank you. My brother and I found much work as sellswords. We never made it to the Imperial City, but we made a lot of coin. A bit of giant killing here, a bit of witch slaying there. We took gold when it was offered, but sometimes we worked for nothing. It is hard to deny those in need whether they have coin or not. We made more than enough from those who could pay anyway. All over Cyrodiil, from the Gold Coast to the Gerald Mountains. It is a wonderful land, but quite tame compared to Skyrim. Those were happy times, traveling or working during the day, camping out under the stars at night. Life was good. I awoke one morning to a lot of noise outside our tent. My brother staggered in, bleeding, and pushed our father's sword into my hand. He said that if I loved him, I would run. He used the last of his strength to rip out the back of the tent and push me down the slope beyond. Some Khajiit-hating locals had blamed us for a spate of robberies in the area and had decided to take the matter into their own hands. 12 of them had snuck up on us in the night. My brother died, but I live because of him. Yes, that morning I lost all that was dear to me. Unfortunately, I also uncovered a side of myself I never knew existed. Every day, my friend. Every day. His name was Fergus. I miss him very much, but part of me is glad he did not witness what became of me after his passing. Maybe you are right. It is a nice thought, but I suppose I will never know. I was recruited by a group of bandits a few years ago. That is when I discovered skooma. It was the beginning of a lot of nastiness. I was with a bandit girl for a while. Turns out she was using me. She wanted protection, not affection. As soon as she found someone more psychopathic, I was dropped like a sack of troll dung. I thought I did. We dulled each other's pain somewhat. She seemed like the only bright thing in a very dark place. Regrettably, she was a vicious, manipulative harpy. I left the bandits and took the only ally I had with me. He was also an addict, but we thought we had it under control. His name was Felix. He was a big fellow, good in his scrap. We became mercenaries together. After a few months, Felix and I had made a little gold, but our addiction to skooma was getting in the way. No one trusts an addict, my friend. Especially not another addict. From time to time my body does, but my mind is made up. I am never touching this stuff again. It helped me smother some painful memories, but it took my sense and reason as payment. It was not a fair trade. There is not much to tell. He never spoke about his past, but it was clear he had also been through a great deal before becoming a bandit. That life did not seem to suit him. He had been an educated man at some point, I am sure of it. He was violent, but he had retained some dim vestige of honor. I wish we had met under different circumstances. One day, Felix burst into my chamber. Instinct took over and I reacted. His murder was my second to last step on the road of dishonor. Trying to kill you was my last. My journal tells the rest. Read it if you want. I do not enjoy speaking of these things. That is my story. Not a happy one, but maybe the happy stuff is still to come. All right. What's next?
Hey there. We got some time. Why not? Ask away. Let's continue this journey.
I've got what I came for. I better get back to Dragonbridge.
Need a ride? Let's get this over with.
Hey! Come on! Screw you! You fucking bitch! Oi! Scream! Crap! Yeah! Yeah! gonna like how it ends.
Is bandit school you will go to or something?
You will fall to our blades.
The only blood you'll be tasting is your own.
You're giving my arse a headache, you filthy scum. I'm yours.
Let us end these cowardly cutthroats.
Showing him what a true archer looks like, Indigo. You're not gonna win this fight. You think you're gonna win? You won't.
If death is what you seek, I am happy to oblige. Crazy bitch!
I'm going to be the last.
Screw you!
The only blood you'll be tasting is your own.
Time to end this.
You think you're tough?
I do what I do, and if you don't like it, tough. Crazy bitch!
You think you're going to win? You won't.
You won't win this! What's I spent here will be your own. Oi! Scumbag! Do you door!
Good riddance. Bandits steal and kill without remorse. They don't deserve to live.
There's nothing else to fight. Well, maybe not a dragon.
Watch out!
It's bloody cold. The filth that lives here are no better than the skeever.
thinking it is quite cold here. I'm thinking I do not enjoy this place.
What are you thinking? Brynjar told me stories about Brunwald Freewinter. The city is lucky to have him. You're very well read. I envy that. As a child, my education had... I think now I'd like to catch up. I'd appreciate it.
Nothing much I want to share.
Alright?
I've been meaning to read this. Thank you. Here, I've got something for you too.
It's been a long time since I've had someone I knew I could trust. Longer still since I could call them friend. I'm glad I can fight alongside you.
Nothing important.
If anyone tries to sneak up on us, I will smell them coming. Or I might not. We will see. Every book has its merits, if you look at it the right way. Have you read The Dance and Fire by chance? A wonderful series of books that leaves me very conflicted. That is, I want to like it, but it is not easy. I can tell you a bit about it if you'd like. Alright, which book would you like to hear about? There are 7 in total. Yes, of course. We should start at the beginning. The book follows a man by the name of Decimus Scotti as he attempts to travel from Cyrodiil to the heart of Valenwood. A difficult journey in the best of times, made much more so by the fact that he was attempting it during the 5-year war between the Bosmer and Khajiit. A bloody affair in which there were decidedly no winners. Decimus's goal was to establish a trade contract with the Bosmer, repairs and the like. Scotti had received a letter from an old rival trader named Judas, telling him Valenwood would make him rich, and so he set off. No sooner did his caravan cross into the outskirts of Valenwood, though, than it was set upon by Khajiiti raiders. They were merciless. Of course, it would be a very short story otherwise. But all of his supplies, his gold, and many of his comrades were gone. This was just a portent of things to come. But that will have to wait for another day, and another book.
I wonder if we should get some shelter. Wait out this rain. Word is, the waters here are good for you. The smell? Not so much. But the waters? Yeah. Seems the heavens are opening up. What the?
Coughs!
Get them, Inigo.
Get down!
What are you doing?
Thought it would be more
Our
difficult.
time together is proving mutually beneficial, I think. I am glad.
Fantastic.
Hell yeah! To be by your side.
Look at the size of those things.
See,
Help
Mammoth?
me!
Watch out for the ones with the carvings on their
Bandits!
tusks.
They
That's how
sacked the
giants
caravan,
mark their herds.
killed Sandrasa. By playing dead, lucky for me, all they wanted was the gold. Yes, take me to Windhelm. One of the other caravans sells their wares there. Please. I don't have much time. Thank you, traveler. Thank you so much. You adventurers are so gullible.
I've killed tougher enemies than you. Bring it on.
You'll have a death wish.
Well, he is proud. Well done.
Wow. Nice job. Watch out! You got some trouble. Kick them in the head.
No longer a problem.
Shit. Ready yourself, Inigo. We got some trouble. You know, this would be easier if you had...
God, that hurts! You bastard!
You're not gonna have those Argonian today. You make good tough.
Get lost!
How'd my shield taste?
My friend, I feel strange. My mind is vibrating in my skull. It feels like it is at the end of a hook. I do not know. Wait, the sensation is receding. That was horrible. I'm okay. I have no idea what it was. All of a sudden there was a bright flash, and it felt like my mind was being pulled out of my ears. Do not worry about me, my friend. Let us get back to it.
Move along. Your concern, citizen. Step aside, citizen.
That freeing solitude of being in the open wilds.
What the fuck is it now? Ready yourself, Inigo. We got some trouble. Down, boy.
Down, doggy.
More trouble. Fuck. That's you are civilized. Thanks to you.
We can build you another house.
At this rate, that'll never happen.
Quit your bellyache. all got our problems.
I've been cracking rock ever since I've been able to hold a pickaxe, and I'm telling you, this mine is drying up.
And I'm telling you, you're wrong.
What makes you so sure? What if I'm right?
I know there's ore still in there. I smell it. If you think you're right, then you can
think
pack
you're
up
tough,
and leave
huh?
anytime you like.
Wandering
Hello,
Skyrim
friend.
is a picnic compared to tunnel crawling.
Red belly.
All I'm
You get
asking
you.
is that you clean
No
up once in
idea
a
what's
while.
causing it,
How
though.
you can find anything in your half of the place is
Keep
beyond
safe.
me.
I'd rather spend more time in the mine hauling up iron than do a woman's
What you doing that for?
You're back. You know you should The jails of probably Skyrim close were those quite doors. luxurious compared to the ones my siblings told me whatever. elsewhere. It was a simple house robbery. Get in, get the loot, and get out. Gakadar volunteered to keep watch while this one worked inside. It was almost simultaneously that Sarik noticed the guards' torches lighting the night sky outside, and the body of the house owner cut to shreds. Without any time to make an escape, this one was arrested quite easily and charged with murder. Gakadar was nowhere to be found. Now we leave. Khajiit expects no protest from the guards. Dim-witted as they are likely not to miss us until we are long gone. Sarik thanks you, friend. As an escaped murderer, this one's time in the rift is likely over. Whiterun City seems a suitable alternative, yes? This one will probably not be dancing in the streets once he gets there, but if you are ever in need of his services, check the back alleys, yes?
Careful there, friend.
Need a ride? Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. Never been to Whiterun before? The Jarl's Palace is something to see. Dragon Search, they call it. Big old dragon skull hanging on the wall.
By Eastmere, it's true. A jester, funny suit and all, just north by the Loria's farm. Fool had a coffin in a cart with a broken wheel. I'd like to see him laugh his way out of that. handle yourself well. You could make for a decent shield sister. An outsider, eh? Never heard of the Companions? An order of warriors. We are brothers and sisters in honor. And we show up to solve problems if the coin is good enough. Not for me to say. You'll have to talk to Kodlak Whitemane up in Jorvaskar. The old man's got a good sense for people. He can look in your eyes and tell your worth. If you go to him, good luck.
You look strong. Jorvaskar, and be a companion.
and befuddled. Stuck here. Stuck! My mother, my poor mother. Unmoving. At rest. But too still. Oh, poor Cicero is stuck. Can't you see? I was transporting my dear, sweet mother. Well, not her. Her corpse. She's quite dead. I'm taking Mother to a new home, a new crypt, but... Ah! Wagon wheel! Damnedest wagon wheel! It broke. Don't you see? Oh! Oh, yeah! Yes, the kindly stranger can certainly help. Go to the farm, the Lorius farm, just over there off the road. Talk to Lorius. He has tools. He can help me. But he won't. He refuses. Convince Lorius to fix my wheel. Do that, and poor Cicero will reward you with coin. Gleamy, shiny coin.
You lost.
Oh, for the love of Mara, what now? That Cicero feller? Tell me something I don't know. Crazy fool's already asked me about 5 times. Seems he's not satisfied with my answer. Why can't he just leave us alone? Pay me? You think this is about money? Have you seen the man? He's completely out of his head. A jester here in Skyrim? Ain't been a merry man in these parts for 100 years. And he's transporting some giant box. Says it's a coffin, and he's going to bury his mother. Mother, my eye. You could have anything in there. War contraband, weapons, skooma. Ain't no way I'm getting involved in any of that. What? And just who in Mara's name are you, anyway? Hmm? Come here, telling me my business. And for what? To help a fool? Look, Yes, you're right. Feller might be nutters, might not. The fact is, he needs help. I turned him away. What kind of a man am I, huh? Look, thanks. And I'm sorry for my unneighborly reaction. If you talk to Cicero, you be sure to tell him I'll be down to help soon.
You need something? Talk to my husband, Vantus Lorius. How do you feel? I think you might be sick.
Poor mother. Her new home seems so very far. You did? He has? Oh, stranger! You have made Cicero so happy, so jubilant and ecstatic, but more, even more, my mother thanks you. Here for your troubles, shiny, clicky gold, a few coins for your kind deed, and thank you again.
I am here for you. I'm thinking you look ill. I'm thinking the guards here are all blind, deaf fools. Don't worry, they didn't hear me say that. No, my mind is as empty as a beggar's purse.
I hope Inigo is okay. These headaches he's getting are quite concerning, don't you think?
What do you need to know?
I don't know who to trust. I don't even know if I can trust you. I'm sure you have more questions. Or maybe you don't. You know, I think you're trustworthy. I can tell you some of my past, but not all of it. I never knew my real family.
I don't even remember coming to Skyrim. My head hurts whenever I think about them. I grew up in Riften Orphanage, where Grella the Kind made sure I was never adopted. I hated that hag. And so did all the other children. So one day, I ran away. But that's all I feel like telling you right now. Was there something else you wanted to ask? Mum? My mum? Is there anything else you needed to know? Let's just say my parents weren't exactly Argonian. Have I answered everything, or is there something else you wanted to ask me? I'm not too sure, to be honest. Like I said, I don't remember much about my parents. All I know is that I was called Lucifer. Well, that's what Grella called me. I like the name, so I kept it. Do you have anything else you want to ask? I'm quite young, I think at least. Because even though I don't know my actual age, I'm around 20 or 22. I'm sure you have more questions. Or maybe you don't. Okay, what now? Okay, what do you need me to do? I'd try and do it, but I don't think I can. Was there anything else needing done, or have you got it handled?
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Be on your... Khajiit must do her best to protect. So she is dead then. Khajiit always knew it would come to that. This land, it makes for strange bedfellows. Khajiit did not want to talk about this before, because it was a stain on her honor. Her caravan was attacked by Falmouth. She was kidnapped and tortured. And there, in her weakness, she made an uneasy alliance. The bandit would break them out of their bonds. Lajan would get them out of the cave.
But it cannot be helped. Perhaps if we continue to show that we can be trusted.
It was. Lajan imagines it was much worse for the bandit. She was there for weeks before Lajan was taken. Perhaps this gave her the time to figure out an escape. But before that, she needed Lajan's help. And to get it, she first needed to find a way to speak to her. But the bandit was clever. She would scratch the floor, always in the same rhythm. It took a while before Khajiit realized she was telling Lajan her name. From there, she taught Lajan how to escape her binds, and how often the guard made their rounds. She had it all figured out.
Khajiit welcomes you.
Except for
and also
Lajan.
your coin.
She never understood that Khajiit could never truly be friends.
Hi there.
In any case,
Khajiit as well.
Lajan thanks you for
you
this
have
news.
coin.
It would have been difficult to explain to Risad had the bandit called her by
Do
name.
you seek to make a purchase?
Lajan does not have gold to reward you, but she can lend you her blade if you will accept
Warm
it.
sands, friend. How may this one serve you?
Take a look. All right then.
A cat and a lizard working together. You don't see that very often.
We'll pay whatever it takes, but we must have more swords for the Imperial soldiers.
I just can't fill an order that size on my own. Stubborn cunt. Have it your way. I'll take the job, but don't expect a miracle.
It's actually quite beautiful here.
Well, there is a familiar face. Ah, yes, so we do. You're not here to take this one into custody, yes? Ah, then Sarik is safe for now. This? Oh, don't you worry about that. Sarik did a bit of shopping before you arrived, yes? Great prices in Whiterun for those with discerning eyes and nimble fingers. Not a perfect fit, but Sarik will make do. Lead the way, friend. What is it? It was hers? What sort of venom did she write about Sarik? No doubt she brags about having him imprisoned, the witch. Sarik is not sure, but he will take it for now, decide later what to do with it. Perhaps hurl it into a dragon's mouth when he has the chance. What about it? If you must. Listen closely. Sarik will give you some tips on sneaking that he has picked up over the years. Perhaps they will be useful to you. Let's see. So, you may notice this one's long and luxurious tail, yes? While beautiful, it does pose some potential problems when it comes to stealth. And so, one of the first things Khajiit had to learn in his young career as a thief was to manage his tail. Don't want to be sneaking around someone's home and accidentally knocking vases off shelves. Any noise on a heist is a good way to get pinched. Even if a tail is not a problem for you, extraneous loose gear on your person can swing unpredictably if you're not careful. So, Sarik says, dress tight, keep your tail close, and control your extremities. Be as small as possible to get the job done. When Sarik arrived in Whiterun, he heard some Nords whisper of a Khajiit in Jorrvaskr. They sounded displeased with his presence, to say the least. If Sarik were this Bikay, he thinks he would be sleeping with one eye open and his claws unsheathed, yes? Alright then.
Take a look. See ya.
Little... Those two at it again? Strike with the shoulder. Good. He's giving you openings.
Why are you looking at this one like that? This one bids you welcome, but perhaps you will come back another time, yes? Greetings. No, Bika is not a companion. At least, not yet. Khajiit has come to Skyrim to start a new life. The companions do not care where this one comes from, or why he comes. They will give Bika a chance. In time, yes? Honor must be earned, and this one has an especially long path to follow. Perhaps that is all you need to know for now, yes? Khajiit thanks you.
But I still hear the call of the blood.
We all do. A stranger comes to our hall. Would you now? Here, let me have a look at you. Yes, perhaps. A certain strength of spirit.
Master, you're not... truly considering accepting her.
I am nobody's master, Vilkas. And last I checked, we had some empty beds in Jorvaskr for those with a fire burning in their hearts.
Apologies. But perhaps this isn't the time. I've never even heard of this outsider.
Sometimes the famous come to us. Sometimes men and women come to us to seek their fame. It makes no difference. What matters is their heart.
And their arm.
Of course. How are you in battle, girl? That's the spirit. Vilkas here will get started on that. Vilkas, take her out to the yard and see what she can do.
Aye.
I hope Vilkas knows who he's messing with.
You're going to be a companion, eh? Well, as far as mercenaries go, you could do worse.
Not to respect
They've
you
got quite
for
a
it.
glorious history to live up to.
The old man said to have a look at you. So, let's do this. Just have a few swings at me so I can see your form. Don't worry, I can take it.
Last mistake. There you go.
Not bad. Next time won't be so easy. You might just make it. But for now, you're still a whelp to us, new blood. So you do what we tell you. Here's my sword. Go take it up to Yorland to have it sharpened. And be careful. It's probably worth more than you are.
Vilkas is a bit of a grumpy git, isn't he? Looks like he needs a wash as well.
What brings you here? I'm guessing you're the newcomer then. Oh, don't worry too much about it. They were all whelps once. They just might not like to talk about it. And don't always just do what you're told. Nobody rules anybody in the Companions. Well, I'm not sure how they've managed it, but they have. No leader since Ysgramor. Kodlak is the Harbinger, and he's a sort of advisor for the whole group. But every man is his own, every woman her own. Not actually a companion myself, but none of them know how to work a forge properly, and I'm honored to serve them. My name is Eorlin Greymane. I work the Skyforge. Best steel in all of Skyrim, all of Tamriel. I have a favor to ask. I've been working on a shield for Aela. My wife is in mourning, and I need to get back to her soon. I'd be much obliged if you could take this to Aela for me. Well done.
Ah, fresh blood. Hope you know how to handle yourself.
Fancy robes. You a wizard or something? There are always good reasons to fight. I just wish this war had them. Who cares who worships what dead god? Give me something to make me draw my sword. To hear Farkas tell it, our father raised us here as happy pups, running around, biting knees. I love my brother, but his brains are not his strong suit. We were brought here by Jürgen. Whether he was our father or not, I don't care. He left to fight in the Great War and never came back. So he's not my problem anymore. We've been here as long as either of us can remember, though. So try to show some respect. You'll hear some of the brighter faces around here talk about honor and glory. I've got nothing against it, but for me, the promise of coin is what feeds my blade. Wherever someone in Skyrim doesn't feel up to defending their own honor, we'll take up their burden. Mm-hmm.
Oh, Khajiit's lost his golden locket. The last place this one headed was when he left it by his bed last night. Perhaps he's shivering and these cold Skyrim nights knocked it to the floor. Bikai cannot thank you enough. This one's bed is in the big room with the 8 beds. You will find it by turning right inside and walking to the end.
If you wish to hunt with me... Ah, good. I've been waiting for this. Good to see you made it up here.
You know this one? I saw her training in the yard with Vilkas.
Ah, yes. I heard you gave him quite a thrashing.
Don't let Vilkas catch you saying that.
Do you think you could handle Vilkas in a real fight? Ah, a woman who lets her actions speak for her. I knew there was something I liked about you. Here, let's have Farkas show you where you'll be resting your head.
Farkas.
Ah, this place is pretty interesting.
Did you call me?
Of course we did, Icebrain. Show this new blood where the rest of the whelps sleep.
New blood? Oh, I remember you. Come on, follow me.
Excuse me.
Skjor and Aella like to tease me, but they're good people. They challenge us to be our best. Nice to have a new face around. It gets boring here sometimes. I hope we keep you. This can be a rough life. The quarters are up here. Just pick a bed and fall in it when you're tired. Telma will keep the place clean. She always has. Alright, so here you are. Looks like the others are eager to meet you. Come to me or Aella if you're looking for work. Once you've made a bit of a name for yourself, Skjor and Vilkas might have things for you to do. Good luck. Welcome to the Companions. By the way, if you're looking for something to do, we've gotten a letter about someone needing some muscle right here in Whiterun Hold. I don't know what the fight is about, and that's not our business anyway. I just need you to go out there, look tough, and scare this milk drinker into submission. No more than that. I don't want to hear about a killing, understand? Try not to get carried away. By the way, if you're looking for something to do...
The latest recruit, right? Wait, is that right?
Getting paid to go break someone's arm.
Yes? Khajiit understands. Stolen. Kronvangar Cave. Bikai saw this cave when he first came to Skyrim. East of Whiterun City, yes. Full of spiders. This one would go and investigate for himself, but as you can see, Khajiit is not equipped for such a journey. Giant spiders also frighten Bikai. Perhaps you will go in Bikai's place? Find the locket, yes? Bikai would owe you a great debt. You bring this one great relief. Khajiit will await your return.
Hey!
I like it here.
Well met, traveler. Need something?
Apologies.
This place sells a lot of crap.
Hello, friend. In the market for some hunting supplies? You can't scare me into submission. Let's go. Come on. Let's see what you're made of.
Get up! She's not so
That's your best, huh? Do your worst.
12 seconds.
Come on, she's not so
Your end draws near.
I'm staying out of this. You're just gonna stand there and take it? Fight back.
You dare challenge me?
She's not so tough.
Damn you! You're tougher than you look.
Make it quick. You want something from me? Make it quick. All right then.
This place sells a lot of junk. Watch out!
Stay away from that. We sell bows, arrows, and ale. A unique combination, to be sure.
Bits and baubles for sale.
Take pity, lady, and spare me.
Skjor says that I have the strength of Ysgrim. You seem to have a knack for this kind of thing. I'll make sure people in charge know.
Bloody
Skjor was looking for you earlier. Don't know. He just said he needed to talk to you before you do anything else. I don't like making him angry, but there is some work for you if you want it.
You want to talk? I'm thinking, what is Mr. Dragonfly thinking? I'm thinking you look ill. No, my mind is a tree without leaves at the moment.
Whoa, easy now.
Yes? If you must. Sarik has seen a few tombs and other dungeons in his time. Any good bandit has. But Sarik can lay claim to seeing something that few others have. He was exploring a Dwemerun on the edge of Skyrim, trying his best to keep out of sight of the spheres and centurions lurking the halls when, out of the corner of his eye, he saw something move in the dark. It was different, transparent, like watching oil swirl through water. Very odd, and it only got stranger as Sarik approached it. This one could see it was in the shape of a man, somewhat smaller than Khajiit. It wavered in place in an oddly fluid manner, as though it were not quite lucid, like a dainty high elf after one too many mugs of mead. It did not react to this one's presence, nor to his hand and then daggers passing through it. Sarik was not sure what to make of it. And then he saw in its featureless wavering outline a set of pointed ears, and it occurred to him what exactly he was looking at. It was one of the dwarves, one of the deep ones in the flesh. Not the flesh exactly, but still, Khajiit is sure of it. It did not remain for long, disappearing back into nothingness, and Sarik was chased off by a pair of spheres shortly after the sighting. But, again, Khajiit is sure of what he saw. Well, Sarik was not exactly supposed to be in those ruins, and he did not exactly leave empty-handed, so... No, you heard the first he is told. Sarik... No one would believe Khajiit even if he had told them. And if this one is being honest, the thought did not even cross his mind until you mentioned it to him just now.
Yes? It's been a long time since I've had someone I knew I could trust. Longest...
Nothing important.
Something on your mind? I'm afraid not.
Oh, apology. Every book has its merits, if you look at it the right way. I'll give you an example, yes? Have you heard of Purloined Shadows? A young girl gets caught robbing a master thief, and she convinces him to train her so that she can pull off a heist, one so daring it will leave a mark on history. They are going to steal the cloak of Lady Luck herself, the Daedric Prince Nocturnal. Now, the narrative itself is somewhat disappointing. Predictable, yes? But where the book shines is in its descriptions, the atmosphere it sets. There is one scene in particular that comes to mind. A coven of witches is summoning Nocturnal in the dead of night under a twisted tree, its gnarled branches full of crows transfixed by their magicka. As the summoning proceeds, the light from the witches' fires fades to a color indescribable in the written word. A void of light, the author calls it. I honestly don't know, but that is the point. There exist things in this universe that are beyond our comprehension, that we cannot hope to understand. And yet we reach out into the void, tapping into these eldritch powers, attempting to harness them, to curry them in our favor, inviting calamity. What happens to the girl in this story is immaterial in my eyes, because its intrigue, its horror, lies not in what we see, but in what we cannot. What is it? I suppose. What is it? What is new? Do you ever try to think about what places like this were like before crumbling away? What it took to build them? How this came to be their fate? The ruin that time brings to everything is unavoidable, but still, every place has a past. Every place has seen its share of history. In its cracks and its scars and decay, every place bears a story to the world. And if you look close enough and listen, they are willing to tell it. So the question is, my friend, when you look around, what is it that you see? What is it that you are searching for? Is it purely the next bit of treasure left lying around for the taking? Or is it the power of conquest over your enemies? Or is it perhaps the story that these places are so eager to tell anyone who is willing to listen? I have my answer, and I suspect you do too.
You look ill. We should get you to a shrine. We got some time. Why not? Ask away. I guess we're done. Watch where you place your fat feet.
The smell of spiders is strong here. I hope some are still alive so I can squash them. Mr. Dragonfly does not share my love of spiders. He is hoping we don't bump into any down here. Don't be such a spoilsport, Mr. Dragonfly.
Some caves won't make good shelter, even if you clear them out.
One moment.
Come on, Inigo. We've got this. Nothing we can handle. Oops. Yeah. Finished.
Bitch. Smells like vampires and spiders in here.
How can I help you?
Maybe vampire spiders?
And now we get back to what we were doing.
Something on your mind?
Careful there, friend. Don't wake up whatever's in here.
Must have been nothing.
What the fuck was that?
We're about to get into a situation. I thought it would be more difficult. Do I have to teach you some manners?
Come out and play, Mr. Spider. I will not hurt you. I'm wondering how you are doing. You look injured. Mr. Dragonfly is thinking this is the most fun you can have in a jar. He would know. Sit-ups.
Bring you down!
By the gods, that hurts!
Die, vampire!
Come on! Thanks to you.
He said for us. Hey, spiders! Ready or not, here I come.
Whoa, bloody stinks in here. I do what I do, and if you don't like this,
Die, you freaks. Come on! You're nothing but a pest. Flee on Khajiit's backside.
Die, you creepy spider. What makes you think you can kill me?
Careful where you aim that thing.
how strike them down first?
They're on the run.
I'm in right now.
Dead underground anyway. Taking a back.
Get on! Fall back in here. I'll take care of that. We've been spotted. You bastard!
You won't win this.
I bet she's gonna cry you in the head.
You've met your much.
Don't worry, I'll handle it.
I like this place, my friend. It is adventuresome. I am here for you. No, my mind is as blank as your expression right now. No offense.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. I have a letter here for you. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Riches beyond imagining. I found these words inscribed in ancient dwarven ruins in the Reach. I believe they mark the entrance to a forgotten city. My brother went in a few days ago and hasn't returned. I need someone I can count on to go in after him and bring him back alive.
No offense, but you're not
I've heard great things about you, which is why I'm asking for your help.
Yes?
I'll be waiting for you in the ruins. Please hurry.
It's not easy being
And
alone in
remember,
Skyrim.
riches beyond imagining. Cassia.
Hello again, friend. You have this one's locket? This is fantastic news. Khajiit can see it, yes? Yes? Apologies. Bikai was distracted. You have this one's eternal thanks for returning this locket. It is all Bikai has left of his home. Sadly, Bikai has no coin with which to repay your efforts, but if you're ever in need of a traveling companion, this one would be honored to fight at your side. Of course, Khajiit is still in need of equipment, yes? Lead the way, friend. So, you're a companion. Perhaps you could tell your comrades Bikai is better with a sword than a broom. He's been waiting so long to join. This one's equipment. Of course. What is it? The more Bikai sees this place, the more pain he feels in his heart. It is not a place of good memories for him. Not entirely because the companions mistreated him, but because he has come to link it with what happened back in Morrowind. The dining hall, the living quarters, Bikai's bed, that broom. They are sadness to Bikai. It is unfortunate. The companions, though they are mercenaries, have a noble goal, and in better circumstances Bikai thinks he would have been a fine member, but perhaps it is best that he was not accepted into the ranks. He does not think he could ever have found happiness here. Come, let's go.